Hello everyone, I'm Eruben, professional alchemist, and welcome to a tutorial on how to set up BirbMic. BirbMic is a plugin for vtubestudio made specifically for ASMR microphones, but that works with any type of audio input device. I allow you to translate the audio data into parameters for vtubestudio so you can move stuff in your model. Given that it was made with ASMR microphones in mind, it also has the ability to differentiate between the left and right channels, so it can read the data from both channels together or split apart, which is super neat. Setup is quite easy, so let's give it a look and set up together. So, first of all, you have something like this after you downloaded BirbMic from itch.io, link below. You need to stack your zip file, and inside you need to open the birbmic.exe or just the BirbMic symbol if you don't have file extensions. Let's open it. There we go, perfect. You may have a Windows security alert. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. I never know when the heck it does. If it has, make sure to enable it for both private and public networks, just in case. This is the default screen of BirbMic. Here you need to select your audio input device. In this case, I'm going to select my Yeti Nano, the microphone you are hearing at the moment. I'm going to click then start microphone. As you can see, whenever I speak, the microphone volume, the bars start moving. And if I speak not too loud, you will see the bars move according to the audio, which is really neat. Here you can change the frequency gain and the volume gain. These are related to the two parameters that both channels together and the channels split apart have, which are audio form and audio volume, which is the same parameters that vtubestudio uses for their default microphone input. BirbMic is made with that default microphone option in mind. It tries to imitate that kind of values that you get over there. So if you are already using a microphone input in vtubestudio with the default stuff, it's quite similar. Then the other parameters here are, apart from the game, is the cutoff. If you lower the cutoff, you get a snappier values on the volume parameter, which makes so like you will easier get to the maximum output of the input parameter. Super specific, super technical. Probably you don't need to touch it, just in case if you don't see the volume parameter move enough and the gain is not enough. This will help like get the microphone volume input to be like a bit snappier, basically. Most of the time, leaving it there, it's fine. The last part here is the noise gate. Basically, it allows you to like cut out the microphone input data as specific values, right? It works like any audio noise gate, with a small caveat that it doesn't fully disable the audio. If the noise gate is at max, you still get some data. It will be mostly cut out, but it doesn't fully cut out the audio. It's just like try to maximize the audio cutout. If you want to fully disable the audio input, you need to press this button here. It will fully disable any input that the microphone has, or you could use the hotkeys. The hotkeys, for them to work, you need to do a quick first save. Some of the stuff in the program just works after the first save. Once you have the first save done, if you click F7, you can see there, it will toggle the microphone on and off. You can set the hotkey to use a different key or to use a key plus a combination of Shift, Alt, and Control, up to your taste. But you have the option there. Going back to the noise gate, it helps a lot to like filter out some of the noise in the background, just so you can, like, for example, if I start like whispering really slowly, you should be able to steer it, but the microphone won't move. which is really neat. Super useful, more so if you have a lot of like noise in your background, or like a squeaky chair, like I have. Okay, with that out of the way, these are all the normal configurations for the program. Now we are going to connect it to vtubestudio. Here I have vtubestudio already open. Here we're going to go to configuration by doing a double click. Click settings. And we're going to make sure here in this menu that Start API is enabled. By default, if this is your first plugin you have connected to vtubestudio, this will be disabled. Make sure it's enabled. With that, vtubestudio is ready to get plugins, and BirbMic should automatically try to connect to vtubestudio. If it doesn't do it automatically, we're going to cancel it there. So we can do like a manual one. You can click here in the BTS button, and you will get the prompt again to allow BirbMic to connect to vtubestudio. Click allow, and you should be able to start seeing requests received here. The number here. Oh god, I'm in the way. There you should be able to see like request received start like going up. With that, BirbMic is connected. We need to set up the data to then do something with vtubestudio. So here I have a model load up. We are going to go to mouth. I want to change, so mouth smile and mouth open are changed by the data we get from BirbMic. If we click there on input, we'll get this window which asks us to select an input tagging parameter. We click down here in filter and we click start typing Birb. You can see all the parameters that BirbMic sends to vtubestudio. You have Birb volume and preview frequency, which has the volume and frequency of the audio that's getting inputted. But you also have Birb volume left, Birb volume frequency left, Birb volume right, and Birb volume frequency, frequency right. You have like the data split like the channel data or split by left and right channel of the microphone. Again, if you are using normal microphone or virtual audio, probably input, you're probably not going to need these extra parameters. But if you are using an ASMR microphone, this is going to be super great to set up some really cool stuff in vtubestudio. In my case, at the moment we are using just a normal input, so I'm going to select Birb volume, and we're going to select. Oh, sorry, I put the wrong one. We're going to select here Birb frequency. For mouth form, we want to use Birb frequency, and from mouth open, we're going to select Birb volume. There we go. And now we are talking, and you can see the pet there moving its mouth. You can see here a preview of the audio that's being sent. I highly recommend setting up the smoothing at least 1, so you can get a bit more smooth animation from the audio input. I'm going to do a bit more about 4. I prefer 4 and 5 to have a bit more of a like animation with the audio input. You can see here the audio is going to about 0.9, which is not bad, but maybe we want like the input to be a bit more snappier, so we can lower here the cutoff, and it will start going more easily to like higher values of the input, which is very neat. With that out of the way, let's go and set up with a more interesting input with left and right microphone split. Okay, I did a small change in my settings now to be able to test out the left and right configurations of BirbMic. I changed the input device to be a virtual device. This cable will be here that I have, so that my microphone is going through there, which allows me to be able to like send data into the left and right channels depending on how I move this slider over here that's off screen, but you can hear like whoa, and you can see here the bars are moving depending on if I'm in the left side or the right side, which is really useful. And here I have a special asset made by Mics in collaboration with arts from Artemis, the Artemis Live to the rigging group. And as you can see here, we can, if we move the left and right slider here, you can see that either the left or right ear starts to light up depending on which side we are on. We can slowly go from one or the other, and the lights get a bit higher, a bit brighter or dimmer depending on how we are over there, which is very neat. And you are in an actual microphone, you can fine tune that quite a bit more with the gain from the frequency and volume gains in BirbMic, and you will get a way better effect than this simple example I'm giving you here. The limit truly is sky. This is just 2 samples of how to set this up with BirbMic. You can easily connect some other audio outputs to it, to different models, to different effects in your model. Limit is sky. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in another tutorial hopefully soon. Bye bye. I'm ending. See ya. Bye bye. Whoop.